Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Tuesday evening to you, and welcome to the Nest here in Horace, as today North Dakota EDC Class 2A Volleyball, the regular season play openers here for both teams. A battle between Davies and West Fargo Horace, two teams that made it to the state tournament last year. Pivotal early season EDC matchup here today from Horace. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. This is our pregame show. We'll take a look at the matchup. We'll get you scores all around the state of North Dakota, as well as coaches' interviews. All that and more is coming up as we get you ready for the Eagles and the Hawks here tonight on yourliveevent.com.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into selling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita Dietz.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As an American Family Insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
Brady Siebels with you here tonight from Horace. Thank you for joining us here tonight. The EDC opener for both teams, the first real kind of regular season grind type of a matchup here between these two teams. Both these teams out in Bismarck last weekend taking part in the Bismarck crossover. Both teams with some successful weekends, picking up some victories. For Fargo Davies, they went 4-2 overall last weekend. Friday night they went 3-0, 3-0 victories against Jamestown and Legacy, and then a 2-1 victory against Dickinson. Then on Saturday they went 1-2, 2-1 loss to Bismarck, then getting by Williston 2-1, and then rounding out their event with a 2-1 loss against Bismarck Century. Of course, last season the Davies Eagles, 5th place in the state tournament. They won a very close state qualifier against West Fargo, 3-2. And then in that 5th place match, they beat Bismarck High, the Demons, 3-0. Take a look at their opponents here tonight. The Horace Hawks here, 4th year of varsity competition here for Horace. They went 5-2. Last weekend, Friday, they went 2-2, 3-0 victories against Minot North and Williston. Then dropping a game against Bismarck, 2-1, and then rounding out Friday night with a 3-0 loss against Bismarck Century. Came back, however, on Saturday, going 3-0. 3-0 victories against Legacy and St. Mary's, and then a 2-1 victory against Jamestown. Last season, Horace able to get to the state tournament for the first time in their young history, finishing runners-up in the EDC, losing 3-0 against Cheyenne in the EDC championship game. finishing with a 7th place at state. They won that 7th place match 3-2 against the Jamestown Blue Jays. That's a look at our matchup here, our teams here tonight. We'll take a break, then we'll come back with our pregame coaches' comments. From the DJ Coulter Agency, we'll have a talk with Horace coach Hadley Plank. But when we return, we'll talk with the coach for Fargo Davies, Stephanie Oliver, when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
YourLiveEvent.com, our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by the DJ Coulter Agency, talking with Stephanie Oliver for Fargo Davies. And, Coach, let's talk a little bit about last weekend out in Bismarck at the crossover, 4-2. What did you see out of your team through those first 2 days?
Overall, I thought we played very well, starting out strong during the season. I have a great group of girls coming back, a lot of seniors, so it'll be a fun group to kind of just play around and see what we got.
Yeah, you mentioned that the experience, the seniors. How much are you gonna use them or rely on them here this season coming up?
Quite a bit. I'd say pretty much my whole lineup is a lot of seniors and just a lot of experience on my team, so that's going to really help us, I think, this season. Even so, I still do have a young team coming up, and so even some of the younger girls on my bench will be kind of a lookout for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah, with some of the younger ones, have you kind of seen them to start to take that step, and how excited are you the fact that they'll just continue to grow as the season goes along?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, starting out young, you're still learning and experiencing the varsity level a little bit more. But once they just start picking up the speed, I think it'll be a quick adjustment for them. But like I said, I'm really definitely relying on a lot of my seniors this year, and it'll be really fun for them to just experience this year.
And then moving on here, the changes here to the state of North Dakota. Now the 3 class for the volleyball system. I know not only just a couple of teams. It's kind of now for the EDC is the Fargo and the Grand Forks schools.
Yeah, I think it was a great change. It'll definitely be a little bit harder this year, especially to get the state. So now everybody's kind of have a chip on their shoulder just to kind of make it. So we'll see how it shakes out at the end.
Yeah, just kind of looking at past years, and like you mentioned now with the 9 teams, it seems like really every you can't take a team lightly. You're going to have to earn every win throughout the year in the EDC.
100%. Like, I think EDC is always tough. Like, we play everybody who is in Fargo, and we play everybody in Grand Forks, and it's just a tough conference. So, like, we just have to play our best game every night.
Let's talk about your opponents here on the road at Horace. 4th year, they've kept improving every single year.
Yeah, I think Horace is a strong program and somebody that we can't overlook. Like I said, we got to just come out strong and play our best game.
How important is it? I know it's early in the season, but some valuable EDC point here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be our opener right here for the season besides Bismarck, and it'll be really a test to kind of show like what we're made of, especially coming out of Bismarck.
Stephanie, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. More to come on yourliveevent.com.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org. Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
YourLiveEvent.com. Our pregame coach's comments brought to you by the DJ Coulter Agency, online at djcoulter.com. Talking with Hadley Plank for West Fargo Horace. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about this last weekend out in Bismarck at the crossover. 5-2 on those 2 days.
Yeah, I think, we saw some really, really good things that we've been implementing in the first 2 weeks of practice. And it was fun to watch them compete. We have some new bodies on the gym that haven't had any varsity experience, so good to get them some reps. We obviously saw some things that we can get better at, so it's a good start of the season.
You mentioned that too. Just kind of talk about what the first couple weeks of practice were like, getting you ready here for the start of this season.
Yeah, I think our motto this year is own it, and so that's something we've talked about where we own it independently, we own it as a team, both good and bad. And so that's something we're instilling, and we're creating a culture here that's a positive one, and we're looking for them to compete as a team, and that's one of our goals this season.
I'll get to that in just a minute here. Just talk about the changes in the state. Now we're at three classes for volleyball. So it's the 7 in the Fargo Metro, and then the 2 in Grand Forks for the EDC. Just kind of talk about the changes for the new 3 classes now.
Yeah, so we only have one bus trip. It's to Red River at the end of September. Other than that, we don't have any bus trips unless state happens. So it gives us opportunities to compete in Fargo against all the teams twice. And so, it's a good opportunity for us playing at a little bit of a higher level and to stay in the Fargo area, which is great for us.
And you mentioned that your roster, some ones that have been in this program, gaining another year of experience, and then a couple other ones, really their first chance to see that varsity court.
Yeah, I think, we have a few youngins, and they've done a really good job stepping into our culture and believing in it, and kind of just going under the girls that have had the experience, their wing, and buying into the process. And they've been challenged at practice, and, they wanted to be challenged, and that's something that us coaches look forward to every day.
Now talk about your opponents here. A big one to start the season here, an EDC matchup against an always tough Fargo Davies Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, coming off 7 games for the weekend, now having a quick game against Davies. We have a game plan. Girls are bought into the game plan. And I just said we got to focus on ourselves, focus on each other, and everything else will flow.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Hadley Plank joining us here. Our DJ Coulter Agency pregame coaches comments. Stick around, more to come on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, let's take a look at scores and other games going on around the great state of North Dakota. Again, as we talked with both coaches, this the first year of the 3 classes here in North Dakota high school volleyball. We've had 2 years of 3 classes in basketball. Now we're going to move to 3 classes in volleyball as well, starting this season. For those here on the east side of the state, pretty simple. It's a 9-team EDC this year. The 7 big schools in the Fargo Metro, 4 from Fargo, Fargo North, South, Davies, as well as Shanley, and the 3 in West Fargo, West Fargo High, West Fargo Cheyenne, and these West Fargo Horace Hawks, as well as the 2 in Grand Forks in Central and Red River. That is your 9 teams in the EDC here for Class 2A volleyball. 2 other EDC matchups, 3 other EDC teams in action tonight. In an EDC matchup, West Fargo Cheyenne is at Fargo North, and an interstate matchup, Grand Forks Central is going across the river to take on East Grand Forks. Out west in the WDA, Dickinson is at Bismarck High, Williston is at Century, St. Mary's is at Jamestown, Legacy is at Minot North, and Minot is at Mandan. That's a look at your other games going on here in Class 2A volleyball. And it's a busy night all across the yourliveevent.com and R&J Broadcasting family of networks. Number of other games going on. That includes North Star is at Thompson, Hillsborough Central Valley is at Oak Grove, Mayport CG is at Northern Cass, New Rockford Cheyenne Griggs Midcoda is at New Rockford Cheyenne. Those are all games going on in North Dakota, also on yourliveevent.com. Some games going on in Minnesota on Your Live Event. Foston is at Climax Fisher, and Black Duck is at Mahnomen-Waban. That game, Your Live Event, and Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM. Sacred Heart, East Grand Forks Sacred Heart is at Ada Borup West, that on YLE, and 106.5 FM KRJB. Radio only on 96.7 FM KKCQ. Bagley is at Clearbrook Gonvick, and on 1480 AM 99.7 FM KKCQ. It is Red Lake County Central is at Winnimac. Those are all the games also going on yourliveevent.com and the R&J Broadcasting family of networks as we have the fall sports season well underway. Minnesota and North Dakota football and volleyball. Wall-to-wall coverage here on both sides of the river. A reminder, you can visit our website at yourliveevent.com for our full schedule going on here, our full schedule for the fall season. You can also then find the links, get notified, all that stuff, so you can find when your favorite team is taking the field or court. Visit our our X page at Your Live Event 1, our daily schedule updates, so you know all the games that we are going live with on that night. And then, of course, you can make sure to give us a subscribe on YouTube. Turn on the notifications so you can know when we go live with another local area high school sports and community interest area broadcast. And, of course, rjbroadcasting.com, the sports scores and schedules page. All of those and more can be found to see so you can stay in the know and up to date on all the sports coverage going on here in North Dakota and Minnesota here on yourliveevent.com. Take a break, get you our starting lineups and more when we return on yourliveevent.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
For the last 25 years, Carly DeDietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into selling into your next home by calling Carlita DeDietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita DeDietz.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As an American family insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back in your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to all the sponsors that you will see and hear throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. Well, Anthem has just concluded as it's time now for our starting lineups here for both teams. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here, the Eagles of Fargo Davies. Starting off with a 5'3" senior middle hitter, number 3, Julia Nybakken. A 5'8" senior outside hitter, number 10, Caitlin Krenz. A 6' junior outside hitter, number 13, Jalen Jackson. A 5'9" sophomore outside hitter, number 14, Sierra Renke. A 5'9" senior, the libero, number 15, Fallon Passanante. 5'9" senior right side hitter, number 20, Quinn Scari. And a 5'9" senior outside hitter, number 22, Ava Bolton. The coach for Davies is Stephanie Oliver. Jill Erickson and Rachel Erickson are your assistants. We'll start now with our starting lineup here for the home team on the scoreboard here, the Horace High School Hawks. Starting with a 5'6" junior right side, number 1, Nora Schumacher. 5'2" junior, the libero, number 2, Jocelyn Asplin. A 5'10" sophomore outside hitter, number 4, Kendall Mueller. A 5'9" senior middle blocker, number 8, Olivia Shook. A 5'5" junior setter, number 11, Courtney Heiser. A 5'11" senior middle blocker, number 13, Caitlin Posel. And a 5'11" junior outside hitter, number 20, Jordan Christofferson. That's your starting lineup for Horace High School. Hadley Plank is the coach. The assistants are Lauren Golos, Claire Mueller, Evan Martell, and Maggie Steffen. Thank you so much again for joining us here tonight. We'll get you our opening serve when we return on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Back here tonight on yourliveevent.com. As lineups have concluded and both teams the pre-game handshakes. Davies the maroon uniforms with the gold numerals. And for Horace going with the white uniforms with the gold numerals. Yeah, thanks for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. The home opener here for the Horace Hawks. Here our first, their first weekday game. Of course, both teams again taking place in the Bismarck crossover last weekend. Davies 4-2, Horace 5-2 on the weekend. That's just about ready here to begin our first set. As officials going over the rotations. Here from the Hawks Nest, again, 4th year of varsity competition here in Horace. Last year, the first time they were able to make it to the state tournament, got as far as, got to the 7th place match and finished in 7th. So Kendall Mueller will serve it across for Horace. As our first serve at 7-16 is received by Davies. The set, and Jackson will swing it over. Dug up by Horace and sent across. Passanante with the dig, and Passanante over and down for the point. Fallon Passanante will open up the scoring for Davies. So Quinn Scari will serve it for Davies. She'll send it across. It's played by Asplin. The set, and then free ball sent back by Horace. And Davies across, but too strong on the hit there by Ranke. And we're even it up, one apiece. So Caitlin Pozo will come in for the libero. So Olivia Shook will serve it across, and it's an ace serve. Shook with the point, make it now 2-1 in favor of Horace here early on in set number 1. And they swing, and the point. And it's now 3-1. So 3-1 Horace with the lead. And the swing blocked to the net. Able to stay alive is Davies. Passanante will tip it across. Saved by Horace. Battle at the net. And it's won there. Jalen Jackson. Well, officially it'll be a lift called. Nonetheless, the point for Davies. 3-2. As Jackson will serve it across. And that one off the net. Gets the favorable bounce. And Jalen Jackson with the ace point. 3-3. Jackson will serve it across again. Dug up by Horace at the net, and it falls. Nope, we'll get a double hit violation called on Horace. So point to Davies, 4-3. So Jalen back to serve. Jalen Jackson for Davies. Sends it across, dug up the set. And the swing from the back row, dug up there by Davies and pushed across by Passanante. And we'll get a whistle and a double hit violation called this time on Davies. Tied at 4. So Harper Coulter will check in and serve. And it's into the net. It's a service error. And a point. Back to Davies, 5-4. Ava Langain will check in. Fallon Passanante will serve for Davies in the net. And point back to Davies, 6-4. They lead. As Passanante back to serve once again. Serve sent across. That one is dug up by Christofferson. And hit from the back row. Mueller dug up there by Davies. Back set across to Ranke. And through a tip for the point. So Ranke now with a 7-4 lead. Passanante to serve once again. A 3-point lead, but that one too strong. Side out goes to Horace. 5-7 they trail as Jordan Christofferson will serve. And that one is too strong. It's a service error, and serve goes right back to Davies at 8-5. Sierra Ranke will serve it across for Fargo Davies. Serve is over. That one is dug up. Asplin, the set, and Christofferson will bump it over back to Davies. Langain across, dug up there. Asplin set by Coulter, and the tip across, dug up by Davies, and it finds a spot, hits the floor. Point to Davies, 9-5. So Ciarenki will serve it across again. The Dolly Parton special, 9-5 the score. Set there by Coulter and hit across, dug up by Davies. Set over to Langain, blocked at the net. Davies able to recover. The set by Bolton, and from the back row, Ranke on the tape, falls back down to the floor. 9-6 side out to Horace. So Caitlin Posel as back to Horace. Now we'll push it across to Davies. Langain with it, dug up Christofferson, no second touch, and the point back to Fargo Davies, 10-6. So the libero, number 10, Caitlin Krenz, will serve it across for Fargo Davies. Asplin with the dig, the set by Coulter, and punched across for the point. As Shook with the point there. 6-10 they trail. So Courtney Heiser will serve. Dug up there by Ranke. The set over to Jackson. She'll swing across. It's dug up by Horace. Give and go back, and the swing. No call. They'll say the point to Horace as Kendall Mueller on the swing. So Mueller gets her first kill. Hawks within 2. Serve is across, the set to Langain, and the point. Ava Langain with the point. 11-8 in favor of Fargo Davies. So now Ava Langain will serve, sends it across, and it's an ace. Langain finds a spot near the corner. Christofferson let it go. And it's now 12-8. The lead is 4 for Davies. As Langain to serve it again. And this one too strong. It's a service error. And side out back to Horace. 9-12. As for Kendall Mueller will serve. Now serving for the Hawks, number 4, Kendall Mueller. A trail by 3. Sends it across. Krenz will take it. The set. Passanante, the swing, too strong. And the point to Horace. They trail by 2 at 10-12. So Kendall Mueller back to serve once again. Sends it over. Set by Scari, and the swing for the point. As Jalen Jackson there for Quinn Scari will serve. 13-10. And it's pushed across there by Christofferson. Back to Davies. Jackson across, saved by Horace. And the swing for the point. As Jordan Christofferson with the kill. As Pozo will serve, or Pozo will check in, as Olivia Shook will serve. Serve across, Krenz the dig, the set to Jackson. Through a touch, saved by Horace. Christofferson across, that's Mueller, but no, it was Christofferson. Back to Horace now. Set, swing, dug up there by Krenz. The set to Passanante. Able to get a piece of it was Coulter. Back to Davies, and the tip by Jalen Jackson for the point. 14-11. Ava Bolton will check back in as Krenz out as the libero. Jalen Jackson will serve. The set and then punched across by Schumacher, dug up there by Davies. Blocked at the net, saved by Davies. And Passanante across for the point. Fallon Passanante gets the point for Davies. It's 15-11. As Jalen Jackson back to serve once again. She's got 3 service points. Service sent across, dug up. Set, and then the big swing there, but too strong by Christofferson. 16-11. And we'll get a timeout call. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com. Set 1, Davies lead 16-11.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
16-11 is the lead for Davies here in set number 1 out of the timeout. Horace taking their first. They've got 1 remaining. Davies with both of their timeouts. Jalen Jackson back at the service line once again. 3 service points, an ace, and 3 kills as well for Jackson so far this evening. Serve across, Aspen with the dig. The set pushed across by Eller, dug up by Davies, and across on the swing for the point. That is Julia Nybakken for Davies. 17-11 in favor of the Eagles. Jackson to serve once again. And can Horace save it? No, they cannot. Jackson with the service point once again. Make it now 18-11. 7-point Eagles lead. Jackson to serve it across once again. Dug up Christofferson at the net. Battle pass. Anante sent it back, but we'll get an over the net call violation on Davies. So a much needed side out for Horace. 12-18, they trail. So Harper Coulter will serve it across, but she sends it too strong out of bounds. Service error and a point to Davies. Ava Langain will serve it will check in for Davies. Fallon Passanante will serve. Serve across, Aspen with the dig, bumped, and from the back row, Mueller will swing it across. Can Davies save it? Sent across there by Renke back to Horace. Battle at the net and tipped across right back to Davies. The set by Bolton and the swing by Renke. Blocked at the net, saved by Horace. Set over to Langain. The swing, the point. Ava Langain with the kill. 20-12 in favor of Davies. So Langain will get the kill. 8-point lead. As Passanante back to serve it again. Christofferson the swing, blocked at the net, saved by Davies, and Langain across on 3, dug up by Horace and tipped across by Mueller from the back row. Davies with it, Langain with the swing, too strong, out of bounds, side out to Horace. 13-20, Horace trails as Jordan Christofferson will serve it. Serve across, Doug Langain, the set. Langain with it, blocked at the net. The block kill for the point. So Caitlin Posel gets the block kill. 20-14, 14-20, Hawks trail. So Christofferson to serve it again. Serve sent across at the net, and we'll get a whistle, and it'll be an over the net violation called on Horace. So a point to Davies, 21-14. as Christofferson will talk with the official. So 21-14 after the side out. Sierra Renke will serve it for Davies, and she serves it strong out of bounds. Side out, 15-21. If you're Horace, got to try to string together some points here. So far been trading side outs recently. Serve is across by Horace. The set by Scari. The swing across, too strong out of bounds. So a point to Horace. So Caitlin Posel gets her first service point. She'll serve it again. 5-point deficit for the Hawks. Sent across, the set by Scari. The swing across by Langane. Dug up, battle at the net. Hits the net, falls to the floor, and it's a point for Fargo Davies. So 22-16 after the side out. Jackson will serve. So the libero, Caitlin Krenz, will serve it for Davies, 3 points away from a set victory. Christofferson, Harper, Coulter across on two, back to Davies. From the back row, Passanante into the net, hitting air, and the point to Horace. 17-22. Nora Schumacher will check in. And Courtney Heiser will check in. She'll go back to serve for Horace. Sends it across, dug up. The set by Scari. The hit across by Jackson, dug up there by Mueller. Set by Coulter, and the swing across by McKenna Coulter. That one's dug up by Davies and tipped across by Jalen Jackson for the point. 23-17. As Ava Langane will serve. Serve across, played by Christofferson. Back set, the swing, and the point. As Kendall Mueller with the swing. Leads to the point. 23-18. And Mueller will go back to serve. Across, the set by Scari. The big swing by Passanante for the point. Fallon Passanante will give set point to Davies at 24-18. As Quinn Scari will serve. Serve across, dug up there by Asplin. The set, the swing for the point. As Christofferson with the big swing and the kill. 19-24. Olivia Shook will serve. Bit of a misplay, but saved by Davies and Passanante over on three. Back to Horace, the set. Christofferson, the swing, blocked at the net. Still with Horace, still at the net. And hit across by Posel, dug up by Davies, and from the back row, Krenz free ball across. Set, Christofferson, the swing for the point. Jordan Christofferson with the swing, the kill, 20-24. So Shook back to serve once again. Set by Scari, the swing through the block for the point, Fallon Passanante. And that will wrap up set number one. Your final in set number one. Davies takes set number one, 25-20. Time now for our first class mortgage between set reports. And really Davies just able to get to that early lead early on in the set. And from there, they were content just trading side outs, maybe get a quick 2-3 point rally, limiting Horace to a number of just side outs. Horace really unable to string together some points. And that's what got them to that 25-20 victory here in set number one. Jalen Jackson, 5 service points, an ace, 4 kills. Fallon Passanante, 4 kills as well. Ava Langane with 2. For Horace, Jordan Christofferson, 3 kills. Kendall Mueller with 2, 1 apiece for Olivia Shook and Caitlin Posel. That is our between set reports here, brought to you by First Class Mortgage. Locally owned and operated, First Class Mortgage is more than just our company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Take a break, come back with set number 2 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org. Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, headed to set number 2. Davies with the 1-0 lead. It is homecoming week here for Horace. They take on Kindred Friday night here in Horace for their homecoming football matchup. The student section down to my left going with the red, white, and blue theme here tonight for their fan for Horace. They're going with red, white, and blue. Looks like Davies student section going with the whiteout to support their Eagles. So after a 25-20 set number 1 victory for Davies, they're going to try to look to see if they can keep the momentum going. Horace is going to see if they can match it. Best of 5. First to 25. Got to win by 2. Set 5, if needed, goes to 15. So Julian Nybakken will serve it for Davies. Christofferson with the dig. The set by Heiser and sent right back. Heiser with the set. Christofferson the block. And the point there for Jalen Jackson. Got a piece of it. And it found the corner. So Davies with a 1-0 lead. Nybakken back to serve. Serve sent across. Mueller with the dig. The set by Heiser and the swing across for the point. So Nora Schumacher gets the kill. That's her first. So Olivia Shook will serve. Shook across, dug up, set by Scari, and from the back row hit across by Nybakken. Back to Horace. Christofferson, the big swing, and the point for Jordan Christofferson. So Horace will take a 2-1 lead. As Shook, her 4th service point, she'll serve it again. Krenz with the dig at the net, sent across by Passanante. That's dug up by Horace, sent over and back to Davies. Through a touch. Heiser with the swing. That is Nora Schumacher with the swing, but too strong, out of bounds. Even it up 2-2. Asplin will check back in for Horace. So Quinn Scari will serve for Davies. Dug up there by Mueller. Bumped by Heiser and sent across back to Davies. And a misplay there by Nybakken. And a point for Horace. Make it now 3-2. So McKenna and Harper Coulter checking in. Harper will serve. Coulter the serve across. Krenz, Nybakken, and across by Ranke. Dug up there by Horace. The set by Harper Coulter. The swing across. Dug up by Davies. Too close to the net, and Christofferson will send it back where it came from for the point. 4-2. So Jordan Christofferson now with 5. Let's make it now 6 kills. 4-2. Harper Coulter, the serve across again into the net, a service error, and the side out to Davies. 3-4. Jalen Jackson will serve. Send across Christofferson, the set by Harper Coulter, and from the back row, the swing by Mueller. Saved by Davies, and Passanante, free ball across. Asplin, the set and the swing by McKenna Coulter for the point. So 5-2 as Jordan Christofferson will serve it across. Passanante, the set by Scari, the tip across by Langane. Horace trying to save it. Can they do so? Free ball sent across by Harper Coulter. Gets across back to Davies. The set to Passanante. The swing. Asplin able to dig. Saved in front of the bench by Mueller. And free ball across by Christofferson. Back to Davies. The tip by Ranke. Hits the top of the tape. She'll touch it again for the 4-hit violation. 6-3. Horace with the lead. Christofferson, her second service point. She'll serve it again. Sent over, dug up there. Nybakken, the set by Scari, and the swing across by Passanante. Dug up by Horace at the net. Tipped across by Harper Coulter. Dug up, and too strong. Out of bounds along the near side. Point to Horace. 7-3. Christofferson to serve again. 4-point lead for Horace. Cross Nybakken. Scari and across by Ranke for the point. Sierra Ranke gets the side out for Davies. Fallon Passanante will serve it for Davies. Christofferson over on 3 for the back row. Back to Passanante, and it's right back to Horace. Mueller with the swing, dug up, and free ball sent across by Langane. Back to Horace, the set and the tip across. Dug up there. And over on 3 by Langane, and get a net violation and a point for Davies. 5-7. Passanante with her 4th service point. Back to Davies. Langane over on 3. Diving there. Asplin able to save it. And sent across by Mueller. Dug up by Davies. The set to Langane. And the swing. Ava Langane with her 3rd kill. 6-7. Davies trails by 1. Passanante now her 5th service point. Serves it again. Christofferson, and able to save it across was Harper Coulter on 3. Back to Davies over on 2 by Scari. Can Horace save it? They can, and Asplin. And some miscommunication there between Asplin and Mueller. It falls to the floor, and we're tied at 7. So Davies with the point, tied at 7. Fallon Passanante back to serve it again. Sent it across, Christofferson. Harper Coulter with the set, the swing by McKenna Coulter. It was dug up, or it was blocked, and returned back by Mueller. Back to Davies. Set by Scari, the swing across, and the point. Sierra Renke with the kill. And Davies will take the lead at 8-7. So Fallon Passanante still at the line to serve. Christofferson pinballs around, battle at the net, and for good measure, Bolton will send it down for the point. 9-7. Passanante back to serve again. And too strong, a service error and a much-needed side out for the Hawks, as they'll trail 8-9. Olivia Shook checking back in. 13, Caitlin Pozel will serve. Pozel the serve across. Langane the set by Scari, and the hit across by Renke, saved by Horace. And the set to Mueller, dug up there by Krenz. The set to Langane, blocked at the net, saved, and over on 2. Back to Horace, set by Harper Coulter, and the swing dug up there by Davies. Right back, Renke for the point. Ten 8, 2-point lead. So Renke now with 5 kills tonight. And now make it a service point. 11-8. Serve sent across once again by Renke. Back set, hit across by Mueller, dug up by Passanante. The set over to Langane, the swing, dug up Asplin. The set, and Mueller across on 3. Back to Davies, back set. Bolton with the swing. Asplin gets a piece of it. The set over to Mueller, dug up by Davies, and over on 3 by Langane across. Asplin, the set by Harper Coulter, and the swing across by Mueller, dug up by Davies, and on 3 by Langane. Asplin again, Harper Coulter over on 2. He'll get a piece of it, was Bolton, and tipped across by Scari. Scari with it again, blocked at the net. It stays with Davies, and Langane over on 3. Asplin, Harper Coulter to Mueller, dug up there by Krenz, over on 2, back to Horace, and Mueller across on 3 with the tip. Langane, the set by Scari in the back row. Passanante across. Coulter to Christofferson, but too strong on the rally, and it's a point to Davies, 12-8. 4-point Fargo Davies lead. Renke back to serve again. It's her 3rd service point. Serve across, Asplin, the set, Coulter, and across on 3 by McKenna Coulter. Back to Davies, Langane the swing. Asplin gets a piece of it. Harper Coulter, hit across by Christofferson, dug up by Davies. Set Christofferson from the back row. Asplin a piece of it, got too far, and the swing. And too strong, out of bounds. Point to Horace. Nora Schumacher will check back in. And 11, Courtney Heiser will check in. She will serve for the Hawks. Serve sent over, dug up, Passanante, Scari, and blocked at the net. Back over, Langane with it. Horace sends it right back. And back to the Hawks, Mueller. Still with Horace, and sent over on 3 by Schumacher. Battle at the net, too close, and it's a point to Horace. 10-12, they trail by 2. As Heiser back to serve once again, her second service point. Set Scari, Passanante from the back row, too strong, and Horace within one at 11-12. Heiser back to serve once again. Ranke, and hit over by Langane, back to Horace. The set at the net, a little bit too close to the net, still pinballs around, but eventually it will travel underneath the net. And the point to Davies. They side out at 13-11. Caitlin Krenz to serve for Davies. Service sent across. Christofferson. The set and the swing by Mueller for the point. Kendall Mueller will get the kill. 12-13. And now Mueller will go back to serve. Horace trails by one. Here in set two, they trail 1-0. Service sent across, the set to Jackson. Asplin able to get the dig. And punched across by Schumacher. Back to Davies. Jackson off the tape. And out of bounds. We're tied at 13. So Mueller, 2 service points, 3 kills so far tonight. Kendall Mueller back to the line to serve it again. Sent across, set by Scari. Langane over on 3 with the tip and the point, the side out to Davies. 14-13, 1 point Davies lead. As number 3, Julia Nybakken will check back in for the Eagles. 1 point Davies lead, sent across. Asplin, the back set, the hit across, and the kill for Nora Schumacher. 14-14 here in set 2. Horace looking to tie it up. As Olivia Shook will serve across. Dug up there by Krenz. Set Jackson, swing. Trying to save it was Mueller, 2, and then the free ball sent across by Caitlin Posel back to Davies. Passanante the swing. Mueller gets a piece of it and hit across by Schumacher back to the Eagles. Passanante over on 3. Diving dig, but out of bounds it goes on the play there by Shook, and the point side out to Davies. 15-14 they lead. Quinn Scari will serve for the Eagles. Sends it across Christofferson. Set over to Schumacher, too strong. And a point to Davies. They lead by 2, 16-14. As the serve across by Davies, the set and Christofferson the swing. Nybakken able to get the dig and then pushed across. Back to Horace, back set here. Heiser and hit across, dug up by Davies. Scari with the set and the swing back to Horace. And from the back row for the point, it's Kendall Mueller. 15-16. Mueller with 4 kills. Nora Schumacher will serve. Passanante with the kill. Fallon Passanante, the quiet set so far, but just got her 5th kill. And it's a side out back to Davies, 17-15. McKenna and Harper Coulter both checking back in for Horace. As Jackson with the serve, it's misplayed, and it falls for a point. It's now 18-15. Jalen Jackson, service point number 6. As well as Couple kills for her also. Jackson with the serve once again, too strong, out of bounds. Service error, 16-18, Horace trails. Jordan Christofferson will serve. Christofferson, the serve across. Krenz with the dig, set Scari, hit across by Passanante for the point. 15, Fallon Passanante with the kill. So Passanante now will serve the set by Harper Coulter. The swing across, dug up by Passanante. Scari over on 2. Diving dig, able to save it is Coulter. And Mueller will swing it across, dug up. Scari, and the bump over to Langane into the net. Hitting air and the point. 17-19. Olivia Shook will check in. 13, Caitlin Posel will serve. Serve across, set by Scari. The swing across, through a touch for the point. That was Quinn Scari from Ava Bolton. 20-17. As Sierra Renke will serve. 3-point Davies lead. Harper Coulter, and then swung across on 3, goes right back to Davies. Harper Coulter the set to McKenna Coulter, through a block, dug up there by Krenz, set by Scari. Passanante from the back row into the net. Point to Horace. They're within 2 at 18-20. Nora Schumacher checking in, as is number 11 to the service line, Courtney Heiser. Heiser the serve across. Bump by Scari and hit across by Langane. Dug up there. Asplin the set and the swing by Mueller. Excuse me, that is 8. Olivia Shook with the point. Horace within 2. 19-20. Shook with the kill. And too strong on the serve. A service error, and the side out to Davies. 21-19. As Krenz back to serve again. Sent over Christofferson. Bumped and then punched across for the point. As Nora Schumacher will get the point on the push across. Kill 3. As Kendall Mueller to serve. Dug up there, Ranke, and set to Jackson. Pinballs around. Jalen Jackson with a point. So 22-20. As Julia Nybakken will check back in, she will serve for the Eagles, 3 points away from a 2-0 advantage here tonight. Serve across, Asplin. This back set overhead across by Schumacher, dug up by Davies. Set to Passanante for the kill, Fallon Passanante. So 23-20, as Horace will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. YourLiveEvent.com. Set 2, Davies leads 23-20.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
So 23-20, Davies with the lead. Here in set number 2, looking to take a commanding 2-0 advantage. Here, this is the first time both teams will have had to win 3 sets to win the game. Both teams' only matches come in last weekend at the Bismarck crossover. 3 sets per game. So it's 23-20. Davies with the lead. Julia Nybach in to serve. Serve across, back at the net, tipped back down to Horace, and then the free ball sent across by Schumacher back to Davies. Passanante, the dig there by Asplin. The set over the swing. Christofferson for the point. Jordan Christofferson gets the side out for Horace. 7 kills so far tonight, as Olivia Shook will serve for Horace. Shook across. Dig the set by Scari. Passanante tipped at the net. Stays with Horace. Over to Christofferson. Through a block for the point. Jordan Christofferson once again. 22-23. Horace is within 1. Kill number 8 for Jordan Christofferson tonight. Shook back to serve again. That's her 5th service point. Back to Davies. The set is to Passanante. Diving dig, but no second touch. And the point to Davies. 24-22 set point. As Quinn Scari will serve. Set point number 1, Christofferson. Set back to Christofferson. Blocked at the net. Jackson and the point. 25-22. Davies will take set number 2. 25-22. Our between set reports from First Class Mortgage. As once again, Davies able to take set number 2. Fallon Passanante now has 8 kills, 5 for Sierra Ranke, 5 for Jalen Jackson, 3 for Ava Langane, and 1 for Julia Nybakken. That your stats for Davies. For Horace, Jordan Christofferson now with 8 kills. Olivia Shook with 2, Kendall Mueller with 4, Nora Schumacher with 3, 1 apiece for McKenna Coulter and Caitlin Posel. That is a look at your stats on our First Class Mortgage between set reports. As again, it is it is homecoming week for Horace, so they will announce their homecoming court. We'll have it for you here.
Next we have Brooklyn Herrick, escorted by Jackson Nera. Next up is Adrina Eller, escorted by Austin O'Reilly. Next is Piper Spiekemeyer, escorted by Noah Almenseer. Next is Kelby Christofferson, and she's escorted by Brant Asplison. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your king and queen. The queen of your Horace Hawks, Leah Walters, and her king, Nathan Cook. Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 Horace Hawk Homecoming Court. Your king and queen, Leah Walters and Nathan Cook. One more big round of applause.
Homecoming court being recognized. We'll take a break. We'll come back with set 3 when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
So set number 3 about to get underway here on yourliveevent.com. as the quick early 2-0 lead for Fargo Davies. Going to look to try to end this quick. Horace going to see if they can regroup here in this third set and go from there. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, stay tuned all season long for high school football, volleyball this fall. We'll have basketball and wrestling coming up in the winter, softball, baseball, track and field, and more coming up in the spring. So Kendall Mueller will serve it to start set number 3. It is across the set and Passanante over on 3. A tip and over by Mueller. Back to Davies. Passanante over the set, and Jackson with the block for the point on the hit attempt there by Shook. It's a side out to Davies. So Quinn Scari will serve. Sent across. Asplin bumped and then hit over by Schumacher, but it was out of bounds on the other side of the antenna, and it's 2-0. Scari back to serve again. First serve is sent across. Asplin, the set by Schumacher, and the big swing and the kill by Jordan Christofferson. 9th kill tonight. So Jocelyn Asplin will serve the libero for Horace. Scari trying to save it on 2. Had to go over the net, and then Ranke unable to get it over. And back-to-back points evens up at 2. Asplin, her first service point tonight. She'll serve again. Sent across, Krenz. Scari, Passanante, blocked. Nora Schumacher with the block. Getting up, sending it down for the point. 3-2. Horace with the early lead. Asplin back to serve it across again. Set by Scari to Jackson. Off the tape. And Davies wants a touch. And they'll talk it over with the line judge on the far side to see if a Hawk got a piece of it. And the verdict is a point to Davies. So Jackson on the swing gets the point, and we're tied up at 3. So Jalen Jackson will serve. Across Mueller, Schumacher, and then Mueller over on 3. Nybakken, the set by Scari. Passanante, too strong, out of bounds. Side out to Horace, 4-3. As we'll get the rotations. As the Coulters will check in, McKenna and then Harper back to the service line. Harper Coulter, 1 service point. And try to add to it. Serve is sent across. Dug up Passanante, and then Bolton over on 3, but out of bounds in front of the Horace bench. Point to Horace, 5-3. As Coulter will serve it across again. Harper Coulter with the serve. Krenz set and then tipped across back to Horace. Asplin and Christofferson over, too strong, out of bounds, 4-5. Davies trails by 1. Passanante back to the service line, 24. Eva Lengane back in to take over the front row. So Passanante back to the service line, set by Christofferson. Harper Coulter with the set swing, dug up by Davies and over by Ranke and sent right back. Scary with the set over on 2. Asplin, and then Mueller over on 3. Back to the Eagles. The set, the swing by Renke, dug up. And then Christofferson over on 3. Back to the Eagles. Swung on through a touch. Renke trying to save it is Horace, and they do so on the free ball sent over by Coulter. Back to Davies. Swing Langane, dug up. Set Coulter. Christofferson dug up there. The set to Langane, dug up by Asplin for Horace. Set by Coulter. Swing through a block attempt, and can they save it? Over on 3 is Davies. Back to Horace. The set, the swing by McKenna. Coulter dug up by Davies. And over on 3, Langane. Back to Horace. Set, Coulter. Christofferson dug up by Passanante. Can they get a second touch? No, they can't. And the point to West Fargo Horace, 6-4. The Hawks with the lead here in set 2. As Jordan Christofferson will serve, 10 kills for her tonight so far. Sent across, set Scary through a tip attempt, Langane, and we'll get a whistle. And down for the point. Side out to Davies, 5-6. So Renke will serve it across. Christofferson bumped by Harper Coulter over, blocked at the net. And Mueller will send it back over on 3. Back to the Eagles on 2. Scary for the point. Heads up play there. Quinn Scary sent it over on 2. And we're tied at 6. Scary with her first kill. Doesn't get a lot of them as the setter, but played it over on 2 for the point. Renke back to serve again, now 4 service points. Serve across. Harper Coulter the set through the block and the point. Kendall Mueller. 7-6. Mueller kill number 5. Caitlin Pozo will serve into the net, service error, and the side out goes right back to Davies. And we're tied again, this time at 7. So Caitlin Krenz will serve, the libero for Davies. Set by Harper Coulter. The swing across, dug up by Davies and over by Langane. Back to Horace. Set Coulter to Mueller over on 3 through the outstretched arms. Renke got a tip of it, but it falls to the floor. 8-7. Mueller now 6 kills. Courtney Heiser checking in. She will serve. Nora Schumacher checking in as well for Horace. So Heiser the serve across. Passanante, battle at the net, and it falls to the floor. Point for Davies. Tied up at 8. As Ava Langane will serve it. Her serve across. Christofferson, that one off the wall, and the point to Davies, 9-8. So Langane, her second ace. Serve across, another ace. And now 10-8. And that will force a timeout for Coach Hadley Plank and West Fargo Horace. Set number 3, Davies leads 10-8 on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
So out of the timeout, Davies leads 10-8 here in set number 3. They've taken the first 2 sets, 25-20, 25-22. And they have a 2-point lead. Serve is sent across, Asplin, and the hit over by Mueller back to Davies. Passanante into the net, and the point to Horace. They get the side out. They trail by 1, 9-10. As Mueller back to serve. Serve across, set Scari over to Jackson, dug up by Mueller. The set to Christofferson. Got a piece of it, was Renke, dug up and over by Passanante. Mueller set back to Mueller from the back row, dug up. Renke and Passanante. Mueller with the dig. Set by Heiser and into the net. 4 hits and the point to Davies at 11-9. So a 2-point lead. Back to serve once again is Davies, and the swing by Schumacher was blocked at the net and eventually falls to the floor. Point once again to Fargo Davies. Scari with her second service point, 12-9. Scari the serve across, Asplin set and the swing. Dug up right back to Horace, and Schumacher the swing dug up there. Krenz, and free ball sent across on 3 by Passanante. The set by Heiser, the swing, and the point. As Christofferson once again, kill number 11. (10-12) Horace trails. As the serve sent across, Jackson over on 3, through a tip for the point. Jalen Jackson gets the side out. 13-10. Jackson back to serve. Serve across, the set by Heiser, the tip across by Schumacher, back to Davies, over on 3, back to Horace. Set Heiser. Swing Christofferson with the tip, diving dig. Can they get another touch? No, they can't, and it leads to the point. Christofferson once again on the point, 11-13. So McKenna Coulter checking in, as is Harper. She will go back to the service line. 2-point Horace deficit. Serve sent across, set by Scari. The cross pass Anante, blocked at the net, saved by Davies. And then free ball sent across by Nybakken. Set by Harper Coulter. The swing by Christofferson, block, stays with Horace. They're able to regroup. They'll send it across on 3. Scari with the set, the swing by Passanante, dug up. And Mueller from the back row, too strong, out of bounds. 14-11. Davies with the lead. Passanante back to serve. Ava Langane will check back in for Davies. So Passanante to serve, and it's an ace. 15-11. A 4-point Hawk lead here in set 3. Passanante to serve. Christofferson set by Harper Coulter, over. Dug up by Davies, and Langane across. Coulter, Christofferson into the net. 4 hits the call. The point to Davies, 16-11. 5-point Eagles lead. Davies has used 1 timeout. They have 1 remaining. Horace with both Davies with both timeouts. Passanante the serve, Christofferson Harper Coulter, the set swung over by Christofferson, back to Davies. Skari the set, and the swing, Ava Langain with the kill and the point. 17-11. And that will number 5, Olivia Suda will check in for the first time tonight for Horace. So Passanante to serve it across again. Christofferson, Mueller, and then sent across by McKenna Coulter. Passanante, the set by Skari, over by Ranke, dug up by Horace, and sent across from the back row back to Davies. Set by Bolton. Langain the swing, dug up. Christofferson and Mueller will tip it from the back row back to Davies. Skari over on 2 for the point. 18-11, Davies with the lead. Skari again playing it over on 2, got the point, her second kill. That will force the timeout from Coach Hadley Plank. Set number 3 on yourliveevent.com. Davies leads 18-11.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
18-11, Horace trails after their timeout. They took their second timeout. Davies with the 2-0 lead, looking to get the clean sweep here tonight in their EDC opener here tonight on yourliveevent.com. So Horace has used both timeouts. Davies has both of them remaining. Passanante to serve once again. And the point. 11th service point from Fallon Passanante tonight. It's 19-11. Serve sent across and too strong out of bounds. Davies wanted a touch. They don't get it. It's a service error and a much-needed side out from Horace. They got to try to string together some points here. Jordan Christofferson will serve for the Hawks. (12-19) they trail. Christofferson the serve across. Krenz set by Skari, tipped across. Ranke saved by Horace, and from the back row, McKenna Coulter over on 3. Back to Davies. Langain with the swing, too strong, out of bounds. Point to Horace. 13-19. As Jordan Christofferson will serve. Sent across, Skari, and from the back row, the swing, Passanante. Dug up, and Asplin over on 3. Back to the Eagles. Set Skari, back row, Passanante for the kill. Kill number 9 for Fallon Passanante. 20-13. As Ava Langain will serve it across. Asplin the dig, bumped. Mueller over on 3. Langain a piece of it, right back. Mueller sends it back over. Davies with it. And the swing, Langain dug up by Horace and across by McKenna Coulter. Passanante, Skari, and Ranke over on 3. Back to Horace. The set by Suda. Hit across on 3. Back to Davies on 2. Skari back to Davies from the back row. Passanante dug up Asplin at the net. Able to get it over is Horace. Back to Davies. Set by Skari. Swing by Langain through a block. Dug up there by Suda and bumped over to Mueller for the point. Kendall Mueller with the kill. That is number 7 for her. 14-20. As Caitlin Pozel will serve. Serve is too strong, out of bounds. The service there and the side out to Davies. 21-14, Eagles with the lead. As the libero, Caitlin Krenz will serve. And the free ball sent across by Christofferson. Back to Davies. Scari over on 2. And we got a piece of it was Asplin, and they'll save it. They'll get a crossover on 3. Back to Davies. Set. Jackson blocked at the net. Jackson sends it right back. Suda, Christofferson, and hit across by Horace. Back to Davies. Passanante from the back row for the point. 22-14, Fallon Passanante now with kill number 10, the side out. It's 22-14. Krenz still back at the service line. Sent it across Mueller, Suda, and Christofferson from the back row. Dug up, set to Lengane for the kill. Ava Lengane, kill number 5. And the point to Davies. Once again, it's now Eva Lengane checking back in, 22-14. As a misplay there, Asplin able to save it, and over on 3 by Mueller. Back to Davies, 23-14. Bumped, and Christofferson over on 3. Ranke, Scari to Jackson with the tip. Asplin able to get a piece of it. The set, the swing, dug up by Davies, and Jackson over on 3. Set, dug up there on the swing, dug up by Ranke on 2, and then Passanante over on 3. Asplin, the set by Suda, the swing, and we'll get a whistle and a net violation. So the side out to Horace. 11, Nora Schumacher, and number 11, Courtney Heiser. She will serve, checking in for Horace. Serve is to Passanante. The set back to Passanante from the back row. Dug up Christofferson, set by Heiser. The swing and the point for Davies. 24-15, set and match point. As Ava Lengane will serve. 24-15. Floater serve pinballs around, it'll fall to the floor, and that will do it as Fargo Davies will pick up the victory here. 3-0, the straight set victory. They take the set 25-15, that will do it. 25-20, 25-22, 25-15, the 3-0 sweep for Fargo Davies. We'll take a break. We'll get you our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into selling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Wrapping it up here tonight, Fargo Davies picks up the 3-0 victory here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. 25, 20, 22, and 15. The straight set victory here for the Davies Eagles, picking up the victory. They improved to 1-0 in EDC play. As valuable point here. Could never be too early when you get to EDC. Always want to try to rack up the points as much as you can. A 1-point game in September is the same as a 1-point game in November. So the victory there for Davies here tonight. Pick up the victory. Let's take a look at the other scores across the state of North Dakota. Final here, Cheyenne able to get by Fargo North in straight stretch 3-0. Over out west, Bismarck Century, a 3-0 victory against Williston. Other games in progress, tied up at a set apiece between Minot North and Legacy. 1 set apiece between Bismarck and Dickinson. And East Grand Forks has a 1-0 lead over Grand Forks Central. There as they play in set number 2, Mandan Minot, Bismarck St. Mary's, Jamestown. That game also going, no score reported as of yet. So we'll take a break. We'll get you some awards when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
As an American family insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. This is our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll get you some awards here. We'll start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Bringing the energy tonight for West Fargo Horace was Jordan Christofferson. 11 kills for her tonight. She led all players in kills with those 11. Also added in 3 service points as well. She's your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Online at Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We'll also name you our Agassi Precision Egg Player of the Game. That will go to number 15 for Fargo Davies, Fallon Passanante. 11 service points for her, including 1 ace, and 10 kills to lead Davies in that category. So Fallon Passanante, she is your Agassi Precision Egg Player of the Game. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsborough. Give them a call, 701-436-2119, or visit them online at planterdoc.com. Take a break. Come back with our final stats when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Back here, your liveevent.com, our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. We'll get you our final stats here first for West Fargo Horace. Nora Schumacher, 3 kills. Jocelyn Asplin, 2 service points. Kendall Mueller, 2 service points and 7 kills. Harper Coulter, 2 service points. McKenna Coulter, 1 kill. Olivia Shook, 5 service points, an ace, and 2 kills. Courtney Heiser, 3 service points. Caitlin Pozo, 1 service point, 1 kill. Jordan Christofferson, 3 service points and 11 kills. For Fargo Davies, Julia Nybakken, 2 service points and a kill. Caitlin Krenz with 2 service points. Jalen Jackson, 5 service points, 3 aces, and 5 kills. Sierra Enke with 4 service points and 5 kills. Fallon Passanante, 11 service points, an ace, and 10 kills. Quinn Scari, 2 service points and 2 kills. Ava Lengain with 4 service points, 3 aces, and 5 kills. Those are your final stats on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Again, Tommy's Express Car Wash, 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the experience to keep your car clean inside and out. We'll take a break, come back with some post-game comments when we return. Your liveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org. Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Back here, your liveevent.com. Our post-game show rolls along with our post-game coaches' comments. Here we're talking with the victorious Fargo Davies as 24. Ava Lengain joining us here. And Ava, first off, congratulations on the victory here tonight.
Thank you.
Just talk about how nice is it, getting here in the grind of the season now after the tournament on Friday and Saturday. How nice it is on this Tuesday night to pick up a EDC victory.
Feels great. Yeah, feels great.
Absolutely. As a senior here, talking about one of the things when we were talking with your coach there, Stephanie Oliver, earlier tonight, just kind of talked about, the leadership of the seniors, you being one of those seniors, just kind of talk about how you fit into that and kind of your role here on the team.
I feel like as a senior, you kind of have to step it up to the younger classmen. As our varsity team, we have a lot of younger classmen. We have 4 freshmen. I feel like for a senior class being so big, we have to set a good example and be accountable for ourselves and others and just show them what Davies culture is about and everyone else around us.
Yeah, just kind of talk about that. You being kind of a younger a few years ago, I imagine, you kind of were shown the ropes there from some of the seniors then, and now just kind of paying that forward with some of the newer ones here at Davies.
What?
Yeah,
sorry.
Just talk about like what the former seniors kind of did to help you get there here that you now kind of want to pay it back for the seniors now.
I think they had, first of all, really good energy. They really involved everyone and made sure everyone was included in everything. I feel like, they're just really good people in general too.
Now we're just, the early part of the September here. Just kind of talk about what you hope to work on for yourself as well as your teammates as you get through EDC play over the next couple of months.
For the team, I think we just need to keep it up in practice, keep each other involved. For myself, I feel like I just need to be a team player overall stuff, and we can get through anything together.
All right, Ava, well, congratulations on the victory. Good luck moving forward this season.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, talk with the coach when we return.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com, talking with the coach for Davies, Stephanie Oliver. Join us here, our DJ Coulter Agency post-game coaches comments. And Stephanie, first off, congratulations. I know early on in the season here, but no matter what, if you can get an EDC win, you'll take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think both teams played really, really good, especially first game of the EDC conference. I think it was a fun match, and there was a lot of energy in the gym, but we played one of our best games, so it was fun to watch.
Yeah, just kind of talk about that. Really did seem kind of back and forth. It just seemed like you were maybe able to get those 2-3 kind of runs here and limit them to Horace to the side outs. Just kind of get a couple point lead and just kind of ride it out there for the set wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Those long rallies, it's tiring, and over time you just have to mentally fight through it. And our girls did, and they finished points that we need, and it capitalized on a win tonight.
Talked about in the pregame show, 4-2 on the weekend out in Bismarck. Now 5-2 at the EDC win. Just kind of talk about where your team is right now here, early part of December, and kind of the growth that you hope to see over the next couple of months to get you ready for a tournament time come November.
Yeah, I think honestly, we just have to keep working on our hitting and our blocking. I think those still need improvement, but it's improved so much over time right now. And I think overall, just fine-tuning just a few things on the court, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied where we're at, and I just know it's going to continue to grow from there. And now EDC play continues to roll on as you have your home opener against Central coming up Thursday night. Yeah, I think the girls are excited for that game, especially against Red River. So it'll be fun. All right, Stephanie, thanks so much for your time here. Congratulations on the victory tonight. Thank you. All right, Stephanie Oliver joining us here. We'll wrap it up when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at YourLiveEvent.com.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com, as we wrap it up here on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. I did, in fact, get my Grand Forks schools mixed up. It is Grand Forks Red River that Davies takes on on Thursday night. That'll do it for us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Fargo Davies picks up the victory here in the EDC opener. They are your winners tonight in straight sets, 25-20, 22, and 15. Thank you so much to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on YourLiveEvent.com would not be possible. Again, visit us on our website, YourLiveEvent.com, our X page, Your Live Event 1, as well as give us that subscribe on our YouTube channel to be notified as the fall sports season is well underway here in the great states of Minnesota and North Dakota. I'm Brady Siebels, repeating your final score. Davies in straight sets tonight, 3-0. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening, everybody.